Continuing note with Numbers 3.1. These are also the generations of Aaron and Moshe in the day that the Lord spoke with Moshe in Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab, the firstborn, and Avihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the priests who were anointed, whom he consecrated to minister in the priest's office. And Nadab and Avihu died before the Lord when they offered strange fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. And Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office in the sight of Aaron their father. And the Lord spoke to Moshe, saying, "Bring the tribe of Levi near, and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may minister to him. And they shall keep his charge, and the charge of the whole congregation before the tent of meeting, to do the service of the tabernacle. And they shall keep the instruments of the tent of meeting, and the charge of the children of Israel, to do the service of the tabernacle. And thou shalt give the Levites to Aaron and to his sons. They are wholly given to him out of the children of Israel. And thou shalt appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall keep their priest's office. And the stranger that comes near shall be put to death." And the Lord spoke to Moshe, saying, "And I, behold, have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of all the firstborn that opens the womb among the children of Israel. Therefore the Levites shall be mine, because all the firstborn are mine. And for on the day that I smote all the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim, I hallowed to me all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast. Mine shall they be. I am the Lord." And the Lord spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, "Number the children of Levi after the house of their fathers, by their families, every male. From a month old and upward shalt thou number them." And Moshe numbered them according to the word of the Lord, as he was commanded. And these were the sons of Levi by their names: Gershon, and Kehat, and Merari. These are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families: Livni, and Shimei. And the sons of Kehat by their families: Amram, and Yizhar, Hebron, and Uziel. And the sons of Merari by their families: Machli, and Mushi. Machli and Mushi. These are the families of Levites according to the house of their fathers. Of Gershon was the family of the Livni, and the family of the Shimei. These are the families of the Gershoni. Those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, even those that were numbered of them, were 7,500. The families of the Gershoni shall pitch behind the tabernacle westward. And the chief of the house of the father of the Gershoni shall be Eliasaph, the son of Lael. And the charge of the sons of Gershon in the tent of meeting shall be the tabernacle, and the tent, its covering, and the screen for the door of the tent of meeting, and the hangings of the court, and the screen for the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and by the altar round about, and the cords of it for all its service. And of Kehat was the family of the Amrami, and the family of Yizhari, and the family of the Hevroni, and the family of the Uziel. These are the families of the Kehati, and the number of all the males from a month old and upward were 8,600, keeping the charge of the sanctuary. The families of the sons of Kehat shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle southward, and the chief of the house of the father of the families of the Kehati shall be Elizaphan, the son of Uziel, and their charge shall be the ark, and the table, and the candlestick, and the altars, and the vessels of the sanctuary by which they minister, and the screens, and all its service. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, shall be the chief over the chiefs of the Levites, and have oversight over them that keep the charge of the sanctuary. Of Merari was the family of the Machlai, and the family of the Mushai. These are the families of the Merari, and those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males from a month old and upward, were 6,200. And the chief of the house of the father of the family of the Merari was Zuriel, the son of Avihail, and Avihail, and these shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward. And under the custody and charge of the sons of Merari shall be the boards of the tabernacle, and its bars, and its pillars, and its sockets, and all its vessels, and all that belongs to it, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pegs, and their cords. But those that encamp before the tabernacle toward the east, before tent of meeting eastward, shall be Moshe and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charge of the sanctuary for the charge of the children of Israel. And the stranger that comes near shall be put to death. All that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moshe and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the Lord by their families, all the males of a month old and upward, were 22,000. And the Lord said to Moshe, number all the firstborn of the males of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names, and that shall take the Levites from me. I am the Lord, instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites, instead of all the firstlings among the cattle of the children of Israel. And Moshe numbered as the Lord had commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and all the firstborn males by the number of names from a month old and upward, of those that were numbered of them, were 22,273. And the Lord spoke to Moshe, saying, take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine. I am the Lord. And for those that are to be redeemed of the 273 of the firstborn of Israel, who are more than Levites, that shall take 5 shekels for every man, and the shekel of the sanctuary shalt thou take them. The shekel is 20 gerah. And thou shalt give the money with which the surplus of them is to be redeemed to Aaron and to his sons. And Moshe took the redemption money of those who were over and above those who were redeemed by the Levites. Of the firstborn of the children of Israel, he took the money, 1,365 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. And Moshe gave the money of those who were redeemed to Aaron and to his sons, according to the word of the Lord, as the Lord had commanded Moshe. And the Lord spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, take the sum of the sons of Kehat from among the sons of Levi after their families, by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward until 50 years old, all that enter into the host to do the work of the tent of the meeting. This shall be the service of the sons of Kehat in the tent of meeting, namely the most holy things. And when the camp sets forward, Aaron shall come and his sons, and they shall take down the veil of the screen and cover the ark of testimony with it, and they shall put on it the covering of takish skins, and shall spread over it a cloth of holy blue, and shall put in its poles. And upon the table of showbread they shall spread a cloth of blue, and put it on the dishes, and the spoons, and the bowls, and the jars for pouring out. And the continual bread shall be on it. And they shall spread upon them a cloth of scarlet, and cover the same with a covering of takish skins, and shall put in its poles. And they shall take a cloth of blue, and cover the candlestick of the light, and its lamps, and its tongues, and its pans, and all its oil vessels with which they minister to it. And they shall put it in all its vessels within a covering takish skins, and shall put it upon a bar. And upon the golden altar they shall spread a cloth of blue, and cover it with the covering of takish skins, and shall put in its poles. And they shall take all the instruments of ministry which they minister in the sanctuary, and put them in a cloth of blue, and cover them in a covering of takish skins, and shall put them in a bar. And they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a blue cloth on it. And they shall pour upon it all its vessels in which they minister about it, the pans, the forks, and the shovels, and the basins, all the vessels of the altar. And they shall spread upon it a covering of takish skins, and put in its poles. And when Aaron and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary, and And all the vessels of the sanctuary is the camp is to set forward. After that, the sons of Kehat shall come to bear it, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These are the things are the burden of the sons of Kehat in the tent of meeting. And to the office of Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest pertains to the oil for the light and the sweet incense, and the daily meal offering, and the anointing oil, and the oversight of all the tabernacle, and of all that is in it, as to the sanctuary, and as to its vessels. And the Lord spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, Do not cut off the tribe of the families of the Kehati from among the Levites, but thus do to them, that they may live and not die, when they approach the most holy things. Aaron and his sons shall go in, and appoint them every one to his service and to his burden, but they shall not go in to see when the holy things are covered, lest they die. That's Numbers 4 to 22.